Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of 2048 units of VR for Doom 2 in the Ultra Violence difficulty playthrough PrBoom Plus. We are doing all levels with a pistol star, and this is MAP29, Black Crest. Let's begin. Okay, so this level is pretty interesting because whenever you shoot the switch, you get to fight 4 remnants in a wide open room with no cover. Well, it's not actually wide open, it's a small room, but still, the point stands. If there are seekers flying your way, you're kind of in deep shit. Either way, you want to shoot the switch and then head down here. You can wake up these remnants and these Hell Knights, but when all said and done, you want to get the heck over to this part. Grab the shotgun so you can hammer these guys down. Might get some infights going on too, which is very ideal, if you can get that to happen at least. But hopefully you shouldn't have to worry too much because there's plenty of health to go around. And even if there isn't health, there's still plenty of opportunities to be had to get some more enemies killed in places like this. You don't want to kill them too close to the area right here because odds are the Archvile will resurrect them. Well, Archviles even. And that's not fun. But we're going to use the rockets to get rid of these Hell Knights. See what I mean with the resurrecting thing? Not fun. And they're probably gonna do it again. Oh well. Here's how we do with the Archviles. We're gonna just gun them down. Very slowly but surely. We're gonna use the submachine gun to do it. Now you can try to use a rocket launcher, but there's no promises that'll actually work due to the fact that the Archviles and the elevation are both pretty bad. They're in such a good spot, and it makes this fight a little annoying to deal with, to be quite honest. Okay, so they should be dealt with, and we should be good to go. So let's grab this health. We'll save the Megasphere for later. But for now, we're gonna tear this banner so we can start fighting some more enemies. Like these remnants that appear here. And there's more where that came from, as you can plainly see. So let's get rid of all of them. Let's also get rid of the cringe elementals, because there's plenty of these guys going around too. And yes, I am rocketing them, because I've given up hope. Whatever. Okay, so the rest of this part is pretty much just clean up. I'm gonna grab this Megasphere now, just in case. Because I'm going to use it against the Chain Gunner posse. And of course, there's still one of these guys alive. Sure. Sure, I'll fight you, buddy. Get out of here. Please get out of here. God, you cringe elementals. So cringe. Or whatever. We're gonna get rid of the rest of the remnants. There might be some left, there might be all 4, there might be none. Depending on whether or not the Archviles want to resurrect them, I suppose. But anyways, we can just go into this part, tear that banner, and begin this part. Now this part is interesting because whenever you flip the switch, you get to fight these enemies. And what I like to do, I like to try to go around in a square, because I want to wait for all the enemies to come in. Well, it's a kind of square. Either way, after a set amount of time passes, you should be able to escape from this wretched hellhole. And we're gonna fight this Arachnotron that was bullying us a little bit ago. And we can go into this room too. We're also gonna get rid of the enemies here. And we can just go around to this part. Alright, as you can see, there are still quite a number of stragglers here, so we'll just get rid of all them. And let's also get rid of this fellow too. And now, here comes the moment of truth. Let's tear this banner. There's a Archvile here. There's also some Arachnotrons and, of course, a Spider Mastermind, because why not? Really, why not? But hey, something that usually was buggy for some reason didn't bug out now. For some reason, the yellow key and some of my attempts didn't spawn. I have no idea why, but apparently that's a thing in this map. And it's kind of annoying because it breaks a map. Now, if it wasn't for stuff like that, this map would be fine to play. But I'm just hoping that in version 1.5, if it ever gets released, we won't have to deal with stuff like that. Anyways, we're just gonna get rid of the Spider Mastermind now, because she's kind of cringe right now. So let's just get her out of the way. Yeah, we'll use a shotgun on her and her babies too. Sometimes she infights with her babies, which usually she wins, believe it or not. But aside from that, we can now grab the yellow key, and before we do anything else, I'm just going to take a little break and grab the Berserk here. Because we're going to go into here, break out the rocket launcher for the Archvile right here. And there's a Lost Soul too, because why not? And we're pretty much almost done. So let's just go over here. Well, actually first, let's go right here and grab the plasma rifle. Flip this switch, and also flip this one too. With that, we can take a... well, we can just stay here, really. Yes, there's a Cyber Demon right there, but he can't really go anywhere. But what can be done, there are some Archviles over there. So they can resurrect some enemies, so let's open this up and go meet them. Because they're really starting to cheese me off. We're gonna plasma them. Oh yeah, they're definitely cheesing me off right now. The worst part is they can go around too. Pretty evil, isn't it? Well, at least we got most of the Archviles out of the way, and their buddies. But there's still stuff like this going on. Bastards. Chain gunning bastards. Had to resurrect them. Sure, why not? Well, at least we got some ammo in here still. And we can finally get rid of the rest of these enemies. And even though we used up the majority of the supercharge and the super armor, dealing with the Cyber Demon should hopefully not be too difficult as long as we can dodge rockets. You can dodge rockets, right? Right. I'm gonna go off the assumption that you can, because you can just use the super shotgun for this encounter, maybe the plasma rifle if you really feel like it, but I'm gonna save up some cells for another thing. You'll see what I mean in due time, really. Okay, so with the Cyber Demon out of the way, we can press this button to raise up that area there. And we can take a little trip up to this zone. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna make sure we're in this sector. Okay, so now we've got the invulnerability. We're gonna go back up there. We're gonna do a nice little run across here, another one here, and activate this, get the FUG 2048 from that, and now we can zap these guys. While we're invulnerable, we'll just get rid of all these Archviles. And the Cyber Demon too, because why not? We'll spam. Okay, that should be pretty much it. The remaining enemies are cacodemons, and as long as they don't do anything stupid, we should be in the clear. We might have to do a head count, because these guys can act pretty strange sometimes. Okay, we should be fine, I think. Okay, we kill all the enemies. Good. Okay, so normally I don't use mouse look, but I'm gonna do it just here. Sometimes the cacodemons will go all the way up there and be virtually unkillable, which is not cool. And it can kind of ruin your run. So, with the fact that you sometimes won't be able to grab the yellow key because it doesn't teleport in for whatever reason, this sector is also weird sometimes, and also the fact that the cacodemons can sometimes go all the way up there. This map is pretty strange sometimes, but I beat it, so I beat it fair and square, so let's get out. Okay, Black Crest. Now, mentioning all those bugs, I hope they do get fixed because they kind of take away from what would otherwise be a very excellent map. This map is tough and challenging, but those bugs kind of take away from it. The bug with the yellow key not teleporting in whenever you activate the blue banner, that's the big problem, because you can't progress if there's no yellow key teleporting in. And also the way the sector was a little weird for me. It might be my fault. The secret sector, that is. But I played it before on a practice run, and I didn't tag the secret, but I did grab the invulnerability, which is quite sad. And I didn't feel right in getting it, that invulnerability. And there's no way to get it back to that sector whenever you've activated the final area, unfortunately, as far as I know. And also, I guess a few other bugs are there, like the one with the cacodemons flying up to the top of the map, which is very, very high up. But yeah, those bugs aside, I do like this map. I just wish those bugs weren't there. The encounters are very nice. They're very evil, but I like how evil they are. And like I said, if it wasn't for the bugs, this map would be very enjoyable. But I hope it gets fixed in 1.5. I hope it gets looked at very nicely, because the encounters with the Revenants and the Archviles at the start, then a bunch of Remnants and Hell Knights, and in a small map, it's very nice, very evil at the same time. But that's enough blathering from me for this level. I thought it was pretty fun, aside from the bugs that I thankfully did not encounter when recording this video. I honestly had to do a few extra takes because of that. It was especially the yellow key bug, because I tried recording this a few times earlier. I don't have the outtakes though, unfortunately. They're not all that exciting. But we are done with this video. Stay tuned for our next one where we go into map 30, but until then, toodaloo.